day 21 of the Bridechilla 30 Days of Wedding Planning, and I'm excited about today's episode of the show. I'm Alicia, by the way. I'm the founder of Bridechilla and host of the Bridechilla podcast. And today is all about wedding dress shopping and why it can be a complete shit show. You don't see that on Say Yes to the Dress. They're in Kleinfeld's going, this is a shit show. What's going on? I never dreamt about what my wedding dress would look like. And when it came to wedding dress shopping, I found it a really weird experience. And I'm seeing a lot more in the Bridechilla community, people saying, you know what, it's really hard to get really excited about wedding dress shopping when it feels like a chore, or do I bring along 50 people to help me choose when actually they've all got very different expectations of what a wedding dress should look like and what I should look like in it, and body image and all the rest of the stuff. And then also we've got this whole thing about how you visualize the shopping process and put all this pressure on a shopping appointment. And then when you find something going, I like it, I think it's the one I want to wear. Should I be crying right now? I don't know. Should I just buy it? I think it's the dress. I just don't know. So I wanted to say today, some people love shopping. Some people love trying on dresses. And for me, I found it a bit of a task. I did enjoy going to some wedding boutiques and trying on dresses that I wasn't expecting to like and actually loved. And I actually ended up changing my wedding dress 3 weeks before the wedding day because I realized that I had felt quite obliged to go for the traditional, beautiful sweetheart, big skirt, had pockets, loved it. But every time I put it on, I was just like, I just don't think this is the dress. I just didn't feel like I could move in it. I wanted to dance, and I was always worried that my buzzies were going to come out. And so I asked one of my dearest friends to come with me shopping one Saturday morning, and I said, I just need you to come with me. We're just going to go into a bunch of shops. I just want to try other dresses on, like just as high street department store dresses. And I just want to make sure that there isn't something else out there for me because I'm a little worried that I've made the wrong decision. And that experience with her, maybe because it was sort of under pressure to make a decision and get something done, but that experience with her was far outweighed any experience I had in a bridal salon or boutique, because I realized I bought an off-the-rack dress which I freaking loved. I put it on and I was like, this is it. I didn't cry, but I felt like, woo! And I realized that I had placed all these expectations on looking a certain way when really the dress that I ended up wearing was more me than any dress I'd tried on in the year that we were engaged. So I think the big thing to always remember is to give yourself time, is to not feel pressured to feel like you should look a certain way when maybe, and this is brutal, but I say it all the time on the podcast, and I say it in my books, and I'm not going to stand down from it, that not everyone looks and feels great in a strapless wedding dress. I didn't feel that body confident in it. And it's not because I wanted to lose weight or I didn't want to look a different way. I just, as I said, I don't have a huge bosom. I felt, it's me dropping my own books. I felt that I would be having to adjust it all day. And also it just wasn't who I am, really. So my advice to you is go and have some experiences. But the best piece of advice, I think, is to take yourself off on your own and go to one appointment and have that moment. Don't take along an entourage. Have a moment on your own to try a couple of dresses on, and then bring your friend or your mum or the crew with you. But go and enjoy an experience, or don't enjoy it and realize it's not for you and you fucking hate it and you're never going back to a bridal boutique again. Have an experience that doesn't feel like you have to have this magical moment all the time, because honestly, I don't know about you, but there's lots of items that I've purchased in my life that are meaningful to me, but I didn't have a cry about it, or I didn't feel like, I'm so excited, it's the one. And I've been really satisfied with my purchase. So, if you feel like your wedding dress shopping is a shit show, That's my advice to you. Be strong, be chill, and enjoy the process. And don't feel rushed. Last point, do not feel rushed or pressured by a boutique or salon owner or person to say you have to order now, it will never arrive. Which there are so many other options out there, so many great Etsy designers, so many great independent designers that will literally whip up a dress in a month for you. So do not feel pressured to put money down on something you don't feel happy about. There are so many great boutiques and salons out there. I'm not dissing them, but I do think there is an element of sales attached to this moment that sometimes people feel, I should put the credit card down. This could be it. I'm never going to get another one. And I think there's a degree of manipulation by some people, not everyone, that, it's... I'm generalizing. I love a lot of people in this industry. They're all... there's so many great people that are out there to help people. But you just got to be careful. I love talking to you. Thank you so much for being a part of this, for taking interest. I would like to hear about your wedding planning, your wedding dress or attire shopping. And maybe you could leave some stuff in the comments below. That'd be nice. I'd love to learn more. Until tomorrow's episode, I bid you happy days.